Hello and welcome to Jo-ttack on Titan. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And who boy,
The penultimate.
the penultimate Jo-ttack on Titan.
So, welcome. If you aren't familiar, this is our Attack on Titan recap discussion. I am only. Jim has finished a manga, and I make crazy crackpot theories about what I'm seeing.
So yeah, no manga spoilers, of course, even though we are getting very close to the end.
Yes.
But yeah, so here we are talking about chapter 86.
Chapter?
Sorry. Episode 86, also known as Retrospective.
Yes.
Which,
not a clip show.
when I saw this title, I really thought it was going to be a different episode than we got. But
Really?
I'm happy that we got this episode.
It's a title very much for a clip show or like someone's flashback, but it wasn't at all.
No, it was like the proper conclusion to this fight, which
Yes.
I was really hoping for, because there's one moment we'll get to, one moment that I've been looking forward to so much. Like, it's one of my favorite moments in the manga, and finally we saw it.
I have an idea, but
Yeah. But yeah, it's freaking Attack on Titan. I mean, like, this was crazy. The animation was like fucking awesome in this episode.
yeah, the budget kicked back in.
Yeah, it's so fun. I mean, we kept talking about this, but this is where it really came back in. Like, we had a couple nice shots last episode, but there was still a lot of like just characters talking.
The beginning had all that Titan animation. This is all those human animations now coming in.
Which I couldn't believe. Swear they added a few. Like, Connie's scene was like fucking crazy.
I don't know what was in the manga and what was like added. Just
I don't really
pads
remember the
out.
details. So like, I don't remember if Connie had that badass scene. Probably not. I feel like with a lot of these scenes, they like embellish. Like they have the freedom to like embellish actions like that.
Yeah.
But holy shit, I
So-
couldn't believe how great some of this looked.
Yeah. So basically, it starts out with basically a recap of like where everybody's at. Connie going speed running the character development that everybody else has been through already.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main thing is what the engineers tell them is that it takes a day to prep the airship, and even if they work like very quick, it'll take like half a day.
And
which,
they do not have the time for.
yeah, Hanji's like, yeah, they'll destroy the continent by that.
Yeah, basically, I think Hanji does like mental math where she's like, they'd be like 600 kilometers inland at that point. Like, we would basically everything would just be fucked.
Yeah, that's why I asked if they like, do they stay in a straight line or does Eren like spread out the rumbling?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll see. We'll have to see, because we
Yeah.
haven't really seen it. All we've seen is just like
The OP
they did leave a single file, so like Eren definitely can totally control how they like the formation that they take.
and
so,
that flash in the OP of like basically the Eren rumbling army around him. So
yeah. So it seems like he would probably. I think to be effective, you'd probably want to have a few rows of Titans, because otherwise there's a chance that like people could like dodge roll under one of the feet.
The Titans just like caught up on each other and just like fall over. It's kind of instead of the rumbling, it's the tumbling.
The tumbling. I mean, it would still be dangerous.
It's the Titan.
But it's insane. We finally see a map. We've never
Yes.
seen like a zoomed out map.
Yeah,
So there's kind of like
I'm not sure. Did you show me the map or what's?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So in the manga, when they do the big basement reveal, they actually, I believe it's then, they actually show a map of the world, and we see like it's basically a flipped version of our like the world map.
Of Africa, essentially,
Of
and,
everything.
and it's like an up. Well, we see the main thing is like we're in the upside down Madagascar.
Yeah, we don't actually ever see it, and we've never seen that image in the anime, and it's almost like they were intentionally trying to avoid it because it's kind of silly, I think.
Yeah.
Also, it like kind of raises some questions, like, they're in like, where was that snowy location? Like, does Madagascar have like mountains that are snow capped?
It's just an easy way to do a fake map without actually trying to draw a fake map.
And I can understand like the mangaka like looking at a big. He looks at the world map and he's like, "Whoa, that's a really big island. Like, that'd be perfect for the setting of my story."
He put it on like on Photoshop or something and just hit mirror and it's like, whoa.
But yeah, so basically they kind of come up with a plan. Like, if they don't do any, like, if they waited this whole day,
They're
they
fucked.
wouldn't be able to save Liberio. So they want to like take. So what's her name? I forget her name. The Azumabito
The
lady.
prime minister, essentially.
Yeah. Well, she's technically not.
She's the lead.
She's just like a clan
She
leader.
essentially is the leader of Japan right now.
Kind of, but not really. That's the whole thing. She's like a leader of a disgraced clan.
But right now, she's the closest thing we have to an actual like foreign diplomatic leader.
So she basically is like, hey, if we actually just dock in this like port city on the continent, we should be able to beat the rumbling, and then also we can do all the airplane prep. So
yeah, quickly.
Yeah, we have to fucking hurry. So the current plan now is
escort mission.
We're gonna get all the engineers into the boat,
shovel some coal in there.
Yeah, have them turn the boat on in like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
and then they're good to go.
Yeah, and make sure everybody's on the boat by then.
Yeah, and then it's like it's funny because that's where my notes end. Because after that, it just became like I didn't want to look away because it was like fucking crazy. So I think the next thing was like
Annie and Ryan are just beating the shit out of stuff.
Yeah, like Mikasa was told the plan. Like Mikasa relayed the plan to Annie
because she's the safest one to get in there. Even if like Annie and Reiner are like in like attack everything that flies at me mode, they're like, oh yeah, Mikasa won't get hit by them.
Yeah. Also, I just love the visual. I love when our characters like are next to the Titan like version, like when Mikasa's standing like on Annie's face. Like I just love those visuals so much. It's so cool.
CGI Mikasa.
I think I saw a CGI Mikasa. It wasn't bad, but I saw CGI Mikasa.
But I do also noticing when you go like inside Annie, like it looks like crazier looking. Like
her eyes were just really. It's almost like
she looks more skeletal.
It like they did like a fisheye or something.
Or it looks like a more zombie like.
Are you talking about like how she like?
Yeah, how she looks inside, like in the pilot seat.
It's probably I guess the effect thing with her eyes and like the. It looked like her eyes were just massive.
Yeah, that's
which normally she kind of has like the half closed.
They got like halfway into like the Shinji character model, like the camera shot, but like panned out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that basically it becomes like an escort mission. Like first. Also we got a comment. I forget the commenter's name, but apparently last episode I shat on you for saying or for not remembering Colonel Margath's name, but I called him Colonel Margrath. So I got shit on by a commenter.
You can't shit on me because I am the one who can't remember any names except for somehow I remember Jujutsu Kaisen character names more than I remember Attack on Titan names.
And I forget like all their names. Commander Magarth. Or Magath? I don't know. Magath, I guess, right? Not Magarth.
That guy.
Noir. He sort of like he escorts these engineers. There's a lot of really cool shots of like the Jaegers are basically just like throwing like a million thunder spears at these guys.
They're not really being like precise with it. Like we saw, they're just kind of like winging them. Even some of them just getting like exploding by it because like they get stopped right away and you just explode from them.
Yeah, and they're really cool shots. I like when like Annie or Reiner like throws their arm to like catch them and like have them explode on them.
Annie's arm just falling off and everything.
Yeah, that was really cool too. Like I like how. Like, we've that's been, like, the theme is, like, Titans are really strong, but, like, modern technology makes them, like, obsolete. Like, so we even with the Thunder Spears, like, it's, like, Titans don't stand a chance against it.
Yeah, the closest thing you could find is the Colossal Titan was, like, the best defense against them until Armin literally did like, 4-dimensional chess on them.
Yeah. But, oh my god, there's so much fucking shit that happens. So
you get a lot of, like, we get Connie's action scene of like him just flying around now, no problem killing people.
Connie just fucking goes ham. That part was insane. I was like, oh my god, Connie's like a hero. After he just brutally shot his best friend.
We see Jean snipe some people. We see. Okay. I do want to talk about it because I think Mikasa comes to the part where she just goes crazy a little bit later.
Yeah.
But like, oh man,
the Mikasa scenes were fucking incredible. Like. She just is obviously like Mikasa's a monster. Like she's a complete total like beast. She'll just destroy everything.
And also during this, because during the escort, the other squad is basically on peak, and they basically just and Falco's like, I think I need to get the Jaw Titan in this, and like. You probably shouldn't. The first transformations never always are rough, and like you are out of control. Essentially, you kind of go primal.
Yeah, Peak's basically like, that's a bad idea. Like, no, let's just get to the boat. Like, it's not that hard. And then I'll fight. Like, Peak's like, I'll jump in.
Once they escort you guys, yeah. But Falco runs off anyway.
Yeah, so Falco runs off. Let's talk about the Falco stuff. So Falco runs off, and it cuts to him later, and he's jabbing, like, a nail, like a rusty nail into his hand.
And Jean's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, Jean's like, get to the fucking boat. And then
While they're running, he just transforms essentially.
So I think what makes him transform is he sees like how fucked up. So Annie's whole head fucking comes off.
Yeah, she's just like a body and legs essentially, and Reiner like lost his head essentially as well.
Yeah, Reiner. They're basically just taking like hundreds of thunder spears like to guard the ship from getting hit, and yeah, Falco does it. Seeing that like is the thing that make him transform.
His objective. You need to give him objective to do.
You need a self wound and you need objective.
Yeah, and his I love this Jaw Titan design. It's so fucking rad.
I was really surprised at how it looked. So I want to look.
Yeah,
I want to see if I can find a manga panel because I remember it being really tall in the manga.
Yeah, because like the Jaw Titan gimmick is that it's kind of like a little gremlin. Like it's a shorter one because for agility, for like jumping on walls and climbing stuff. And it's like because it had like talons. This one where it's kind of crazy because like, it seems the jaws are on the claws for this one. And yeah, he's like a bird because of course his name is Falco, but he also has this like rad, like you see his human face, but with like the bird beak. It's like a weird like mask. It looks like, or a helmet. Like
it's like a skeletal mask, and also
it's something you would think you would see in like like Mayan or like something weird like kind of headpiece you would have on like a character from like that. Like there's probably like a I wonder if there's like an author like panel about like why the design thought process of Falco's look, but I love it.
It looks really cool. I don't.
Something that's not spoiler heavy.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure it's from this scene.
But yeah, I think this is probably the best Jaw Titan look.
I guess maybe this is basically how it looked in the manga. But yeah, no, it looks really cool. Here's one from this. So in my mind, he looks like he should be taller.
That's what they say. It's supposed to be the same thing. It doesn't
yeah,
look
this
like
is from this fight.
It looks completely different from the manga panel you're showing me.
Yeah, they really like restructured the face.
Yeah, because I really love the weird like bird headpiece he has. Because I love you can see the human face behind it. It's just so cool looking.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
It's completely unlike anything I've seen. Like, and I feel like the Jaw Titan's the one that probably changes the most from like the different user. It looks like.
Yeah.
From what we've seen anyway.
Well, unfortunately, we've seen
multiple
that one the most. We've only seen like
we've seen 2 Colossal Titans.
We've seen 3 Attack Titans.
Yes.
2 Colossal, and they're basically almost the same.
Yeah, even the Founding Titan was basically just another Attack Titan as well. Like, and trying to think anything else. I guess not.
Yeah, we've never seen like
we didn't see what's his name, Zeke's adopted dad.
Unfortunately, no. I really wish we'd seen. I forget his name. I wish we'd seen his Beast Titan, because Beast Titan, like to me, Falco's looks very like Beast Titan-y.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I
like,
wonder what the female Titan look like other people that weren't females.
Yeah, that's the big question. Can the female Titan user be not female?
Like with a different name, and they just like we're just giving this to women every time now.
Well, I have a fan theory.
Oh God,
I have a fan theory that I cannot share now, but I have an alternate title for the female Titan, but unfortunately it's a spoiler. So.
Interesting. All right, and then
just remind me later once you finish. Once the series ends in 2 years.
When we see the movie, yeah, we see the movie.
Once the unconfirmed movie comes out,
yeah,
and I'll be like, Sam, my idea for the female Titan's other name.
What?
the Titty Titan. No,
Titty
I'm kidding.
Titan.
It's not that. But yeah, so crazy. I think he like. When Falco like goes, obviously he does the thing like every Titan.
It's very similar to what Eren did when his first trade, where he kind of went berserk kind of thing. Even though he kind of had that objective of like protecting them essentially, but like still attacked other Titans when they appeared.
So he actually does charge at what's his name, Flock, but Flock evades, and then Flock fucking goes for it. He goes.
Everybody else dies around him.
Blow the boat up.
Everybody's like attacking him and shooting him. Like well, this is like a little bit. This is like towards the end though. This is like the end of the fight because same time Mikasa's having her like slaughtering like.
It's basically just like Sakuga. Like everyone just gets to kill everyone.
Before we get to the Flock's epic shot, Mikasa like does the most brutal. Like 'cause we see Hanji kill people as well in this. But like, yeah, Mikasa is like the funniest one because like it's so like over the top and brutal that like
it's insane.
I'm like, you are a literal fucking monster compared to everybody else. Like, these people are killing humans, yes, but you were just going overkill. Like that's like borderline like sociopathic, psychopath, like serial killer. Like she beheaded a guy, you throw his body to another guy, stab that man, and then basically pulled a grenade pin essentially and blew him up into a fountain of blood on her, but somehow managed to get no blood on her white outfit.
Well, it's funny because like it rains blood on her, but then later on her white outfit is totally spotless.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
They should have just had her outfit be like pink for the rest of it, like her, because it would have just been like blood mist everywhere. But yeah, the part so. I just love, so she decapitates this guy, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Have we seen, okay, I guess we did see
Let's
Eren get
see some fucking
decapitated.
brutal, like, fucking bullet holes in people's heads, too.
We did see Eren get decapitated. It's not the first decapitation, but, like, crazy. And then, yeah, she, like,
we see, like,
uses his ODM gear to, like, shoot over to another guy, and like it zips into another guy, and then she does the double stab. There's no reason for her to stab through the guy who's beheaded.
Like I said,
already.
it's so extra, like that she's borderline like a serial killer at this point with like what she did.
She got like an SS tier.
Yeah,
for,
she did her
style points.
smoking sexy style, as they call it in Devil May Cry. But like, it literally no point of her doing that.
But Sam, it was fucking awesome.
The guys were already dead, and she put this leave no traces of their body for her loved ones.
Mikasa, I'm a Mikasa fan today. This is the one time. I love that she just completely puts her humanity aside and embraces oblivion.
Hey God,
it's awesome.
So we on top of that we have Peak deliver everybody via she can swim.
Yes.
So
yes,
the David
confirmed.
Hasselhoff theory could have been a thing of her just like scooting across the water. But yeah, we had that, and then she gets into fight and like gnaws on some people, like they're living the dream.
Specifically, I love what she does. She like burrows underground and like breaks through a building from underground.
So they can't really attack her.
Like she's like incredibly strong. It's so I feel like the strength of that Titan is like so underused because it's always being used for like utility.
And she has the pelican mouth for more for grabbing people on the going
for extra seats.
Yes. And so we basically like, Armin is like carried into the boat by Connie because he has fucking 3 holes in him. Everybody's on the boat essentially except for like the Titans, shifters, and people trying to escort. And then we see a train coming, reinforcements, and they're like, we gotta take that out, and then it just blows up.
I love the shot where they show the guys on the train are like really tired. It's like, guys, you're gonna like die in 2 seconds.
And they just mysteriously blow up.
Yeah, and Jean is like, huh?
I want to do that.
It's funny because I actually forgot while we're watching this. I was like, huh, I don't remember that happening. Who did that? Because like,
we find out very shortly.
Because like when they do it, they kind of do it like before the Falco reveal. So I don't know if you're supposed to in your mind be like, oh, is Falco over there? Like, why would Falco be over there?
I was like, Gabby.
Yeah, that's what you said. You were like, Gabby.
Gabby with a gun just blows up a train.
She has another one of those anti-Titan guns.
Hey, she blew up a train in the first introduction to her.
She hates trains.
Gabby hates trains and main side characters.
She hates trains and Eldians.
And side characters.
Yeah. But so we get the most epic moment where Flock... This scene was actually so cool because Flock is like riding the rocket basically.
Because like, damn, I shouldn't have gone for the overkill. Maybe I could have had time to actually go to Flock and stop him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flock like is like using the Thunder Spear to like jet himself like faster, and then he's about to throw it, but freaking Gabby
snipes him,
which I have to say, in my brain, because you know when you like are
when
you're like reading a manga and you're imagining the scene, sometimes the scene is like different than how they do it.
Yeah.
Like for me, this was like not as good as in the manga. Like the pacing in the manga worked so much better.
I was like, okay, is this gonna be a mysterious shooter? Like this is a man from the grassy knoll shooting Flock from the ground. It could be like another side character. Like, it's Rico.
No.
I know. She's
Rika's not gonna fucking show up.
I know.
Sorry.
I know, but just be like, it's just like the moment of Billy Madison where like some like guy they knew they apologized to just showed up with a gun to save them from like this one bad guy and be like, oh wow, thank God we were nice to that guy. But it turns out it was Gabby on the boat, and then give her a gun, she can solve everybody's fucking problems.
Yeah. But
she just shot him with a regular gun, didn't shoot him with like the anti-Titan
No,
rifle.
he would have been like missed if she had.
That would have been amazing. And then his thing misses into the water and he falls in, so he can be still alive, I guess, somehow. He's not, we didn't see him just being dead.
We haven't seen him explode yet.
Yeah.
That's the only way that we can know Flock is truly dead.
I do not believe he's fully dead. I still feel like that's going to... He's still going to just show up because it's just Flock does to disappoint me.
I'm just giving Sam funny eyes.
And Gabby's gonna be like, shame, and just like loads up the
she
gun.
Loads
again.
her gun again, yeah. She cocks a shotgun. But no, yeah. So Gabby. So this is I want to say the third epic shot from Gabby. So Gabby shot Sasha.
Yeah.
Gabby shot Aaron, and now Gabby shot Flock. Gabby is a main character killer, or not main.
I mean,
like
a side character killer.
Yeah, she's so fucking great. We love Gabby.
The Aaron thing didn't work the way she wanted it to work. And the Sasha thing ended up with her getting the shit beat out of her like horribly.
All things considered, I feel like we should still give Gabby the W for the Aaron one, even though like it was kind of out of her hands. It was in Zeke's hand, but
Zeke fucked that up.
Yeah,
it was a great shot. It was a great shot.
Yeah, she did a great job. If only she aimed an inch higher and just bashed his brain matter.
If only Zeke didn't play baseball.
That's true.
If Zeke didn't play baseball, the timeline would drastically change.
He fumbles it, yeah.
He made a one-handed catch with his bare hand, which is very impressive in baseball.
Yeah, also, having half a spine, too. Very good to have only half your spine and make a catch
your brother's head midair.
But yeah, so and also we didn't talk about it, but there's been so much like Titan viscera exploding in the water. The water is like red.
Yeah.
So when the explosion goes off, it's like a big red mist of ocean water.
Yeah. Oh, also and towards the end, Falco comes around and Peak tries to stop him, but he grabs Peak and tries to
He tries to eat her.
Yeah.
He tries to eat fucking Peak.
But luckily, Margath comes over and cuts him out. The most like slow, like you're watching a cooking anime where like the knife going in there and slicing something smoothly like butter. And
hey, the razor sharp.
And gets them out, and everybody gets escorted out.
Yeah, I really like that. I think that's really cool. That like
very nice moment.
Falco getting this moment is awesome. I think it's so like it takes like a pretty exciting little like fight and is like the cherry on top. Because like what's more exciting than seeing a new Titan? Like
yeah, like a Titan you've seen before, but like a new form that's like completely different from shit you've seen before. Yeah, which is awesome. I think now that he's in a Titan form, I think now the flashbacks might actually start. Like the memories might start kicking in.
You might see those Ymir.
He'll
get those
Ymir Porco, like so you can learn more about Reiner from the Porco stuff as well.
Sure, he starts hating Reiner.
Good, and what it also was Porco's brother too that you also can like see the memories of as well. And you think still have those little things, but yeah, and then everybody gets on the ship, but Margath stays behind because he's like, there's that basically we learned that there's a cruiser ship that can like. Basically, like a very fast boat that's just gonna sink their ship if we don't take it out. And he's being under fire, and he gets saved by fucking Keith. They just become best friends like instantly.
It's awesome.
It's amazing.
I did remember this. Like I remember Keith trying back up. I didn't remember him being like the terrorist that like blew up the train. Like that was pretty cool.
It was amazing that he was the one like because like, he's the mysterious man they saw in the window that was staring at Annie.
And it's great too because it doesn't feel like an ass pull because Keith has been very relevant this season.
And he says like I'm basically fucked as it is. Like you guys are going to be the sleeper agents in here for when your time comes. You'll know it. And like I'm just going to go off my own because I'm a wanted man, so I'm fucked no matter what. And he's like, I need a good place to die, and this is the best thing to do it to protect my students.
Yeah, it's really sick too because Keith's whole arc was basically like. He was a disgraced like military failure.
He was
took like a safe job basically.
He was a disgraced scout leader originally before.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, before Erwin was, and
he talks about like
and being the guy that
the guilt of like training like children to like whatever.
Well, that
go to their death.
Margas too was like that as well. Like
it's a great pairing. The scene is like perfect because they're basically the mentor characters.
Yeah, so they're very similar characters. I'm glad they had a small team up, but Keith was the one to bring Grisha and like introduced him to his like he set off a lot of the chain of events too that happened.
Keith is like a really important character, and it's really cool that they like gave him that time at the end of season 3, and like even in this season, like and the when I say season, I mean part 2, and then even like final season part 1, like giving him like that antagonism with the Jaegers, really good. Like. Keith's just awesome.
Yeah.
Great way to finish his character off.
I think so too.
It's like the perfect redeem, like, because you even see like he has regret for what he did, like with the Grisha stuff, maybe with the raising the kids, like go to war.
What happened with the scouts became, especially after the whole like Kenny stuff. They basically had to start killing humans and everything. Just like what happened to his students, and that's why he took all the beating for them to protect them.
Yeah,
like, telling them to join the Jaegers just for now, and like. Basically, like, take care of yourself. Like, worry about you. Don't worry about me. I'm a fucked up old man.
Yeah, it's really interesting because you have to think, like, especially Keith, his whole life he was like basically an old man to like living in the world where they didn't know the outside world existed. So like that news changes so much. Like they modernize so much. Like having him like see how he's still like kind of able to like find his morals again
Even
from this is really cool.
The one that originally tried to stop Eren hilariously by sabotaging him and everything. It's so funny to think about.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
But yeah, and then he blow up the boat together, and they died. The two best friends, they just became best friends, and
they kiss. They
touch tips.
They hold hands. They touch tips, just like Eren and Zeke. Also, the very funny scene of like one of the scout guy or Jaegers like popping his head into the porthole and be like, "Hey, like get out of there!
Let us in there!" And be like, "No, you're ruining our moment."
Also, the way that they like blow the ship up is really cool. They basically like
they put a bunch of black powder.
Yeah, they arm all of the. Like they're in like I guess the weapon hold or like
the missile like where all the
all like it's like the
torpedoes
or the armory
so
and then they like they use a gun they fire a gun to like activate the like little black powder on the ground really just really cool
and then they blow up, the kids cry.
Poor Gabby's a wreck.
Luckily Peek there is gonna hug them
but it's so sad too because Peek is also really sad because like
he's their dad.
Yeah, basically he was like their surrogate dad because like I don't know if we saw Peek's parents. Did we see? We talk. She talks about her dad, right?
We had one quick glimpse of it when she was bullshitting to Eren.
Yeah.
And like and even on top of that, you don't know she could have been making that up for a little bit.
Because we get way more of like obviously Reiner and Gabby's and Falco's. Like we see their deal more so. But, it's fucked.
Falco already lost his family, and so basically the after credit scene is just like. On top of that, because basically Annie's like, they basically say, Annie, fucking that city's gone, like, and she's like kind of loses like her motivation to fight, and just be like, all our family, your family's over there are probably like already done, essentially.
Yeah, they basically so they haven't the rumbling hasn't gotten there yet, but there's no way that they can save Liberio and like the internment zone. Like it's basically fucked.
Yeah, if they didn't try to get away now, like there's no chance. We don't even know what happened after like they tried the people try to warn them. Other than we had the fake out gunshot
cut to black. Yeah, the worst trope in all of fiction.
Next to flashbacking things we've just saw.
Yeah, right next to that one.
But yeah, so basically Annie just kind of breaks down and just does the same question to Mikasa, but instead of like a bitchy, like the whole like antagonistic towards her, she's like. Kind of like being legit, like from the heart, like
will you let me kill Eren? Like,
can you stand by and watch me kill Eren,
yeah.
or can you kill him either too as well? Like, we have to like basically we're gonna work. You have to work together to ensure like the world has a chance.
Yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking. Because like, I guess I don't know. I'm really conflicted. I mean, I love Annie, but I'm like a little conflicted on her whole thing because like. Now she's like very she seems to be really remorseful about her actions.
Because she says like I don't want to kill anymore. Like I'm tired of it.
And like literally, like a few episodes ago, she was like, I would literally do it all again to get back to my dad. Like I would literally kill every single person again to get back.
But I think once you have that, like that hits her where like her dad probably won't be there when she gets there, and like what do I do now? Kind of thing, and she's just tired because like even the whole Marco stuff, we saw the flashback. She didn't want to be part of that either, and she was trying to protect people as well in the when Eren fought her.
Yeah,
like
she definitely is like a lot of the kids, very corrupted when it comes to, or not even corrupted, but her morals are so like fucked up because of the situation that she's in, and like especially living with the people on the island, like starting to get the empathy with them. So I guess she kind of just hits like a wall here where she's just now that her one goal is impossible, she's like fuck it.
The one person she cares about is probably dead.
Yeah, so she's very like doomer core right now. She kind of loses all motivation to like carry on. She said she doesn't want to fight anymore. She's like I don't even want to fight. And she's like tired of fighting.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy for Annie. Annie's our go-to murder bitch.
Now we got Reiner,
heavy metal bitch. Reiner.
He wants to kill himself, but
Lina.
He's gonna be the one to do it.
He's got to redirect his suicide energy out to the world.
He's gonna do the fastball special with Falco.
And we don't really see Falco. Falco's still out of it. And there's that moment with Gabby, Falco, and Peek that's like kind of touching too, where it's like, damn, they're just like all they got, really.
Yeah, and then what's it called? Armin's being carried in there as well, still recovering from his fucking bullet holes.
Yeah, I really do. I love like the relationship of Peak being like a big sister
Yeah.
to like the younger kids, because like Reiner is like protective, but he's like a horrible influence.
We haven't
on them.
We haven't had a really good interaction with them, other than like, the one thing of like, okay, I'm going to let Falco eat me, and like I need to save him.
And it's also kind of fucked too, because like the big thing in final season part 1 was Reiner was like, Falco, you need to inherit the Armored Titan so that Gabby doesn't die. You can die, but Gabby can't.
Yeah, he hasn't had any moments with the kids really, other than like that one moment. That wasn't him with the kid. That was more like him doing a self reason for him to kill himself. But yeah, I think just Peak being like that character now is nice, and I'm glad she didn't like bite the dust in this fight. Like, I'm glad she's still there.
Yeah, I saw you were getting a little worried when Falco was going after her.
Yeah, I got scared. Just to have those more Eren perils.
It's crazy because near the end you don't know what's gonna happen. Like,
anything can happen.
Anything can happen because like early on in the story, when there's a big death, there's like a build up to it. Like the whole thing with Erwin, like they couldn't have done that like in an episode. There had to be like a big build up to all of that.
He's such a major character that you kind of have to make a big moment.
And even the whole thing with like Levi's choice, like that is like a whole fucking thing.
Yeah, you knew it was gonna be Armin, but like you still thought like there is a chance that it couldn't be.
Yeah.
But yeah, Levi is still in Squidward bandaged up.
He seems to be like aware and like he's like talking and stuff.
He has talked, but yeah, he's not like combat ready yet, I guess the terms. But now they have some time to actually rest a little bit while they're sailing.
Give him a sensu bean.
Yeah, give him a sensu bean or whatever they got there.
I hate sensu bean so much. It's like such a stupid thing.
Sensu bean.
It's literally just like, all right, we can just like one up.
Some healing energy.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just it's crazy. Yeah, they're basically on their way to Africa right now, to mainland Africa.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're just going to go. Yeah, while they're like getting ready, everything, they'll have some character moments, talk about the plan. I guess probably. I feel like we have enough talk with our protagonist crew, but like maybe just have like the Gabby, Falco, Reiner, Peak talk, I guess, because we haven't really had that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some Levi stuff. Cause I feel like.
And hey, they're all on a boat now, so
yeah, some character interactions I really would love to see, or some unique ones.
So I'm gonna try and look it up really quick, but we only have like
one episode.
We only have one episode of the anime
next week is a break because of I think a holiday or something, and then the week after that it's going to be the final episode of the season.
So there's some rumors that the final episode might be like double length. It might be like
really?
60 minutes. I've literally
only 40
seen,
minutes, I guess, technically.
Yeah, not like 40. 60. But I've only seen like, sorry, I just saw a fucking meme and I'm laughing at it. I've only seen people on Twitter say that, so I don't trust randos on Twitter
until whatever, like, because usually like a midweek, like the episode title and synopsis, I think they come out, and maybe they'll know then, or like, but it's probably gonna take an extra week before we get a confirmation of that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just from like, obviously I'm not going to spoil anything from the manga. I'm just trying to figure out how many chapters we have left, because we really don't have many. We have probably like under 10 chapters, I think.
Wow. And then we could talk about basically a season wrap up about what the stuff we liked and shit.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Because I feel like the season has to end on the OP shot of like which I've seen that manga panel of like the Eren army, I guess you can call it, or the rumbling setup. Because I feel like it has to end on that shot probably, or like I don't know.
We will see.
I can't really make any predictions because I think other than like little like vague stuff I think is gonna happen right now. I think on probably the finale of what I think could happen in like the supposed movie. It would probably be good, but we'll see. Then in 2 weeks, it's gonna suck. But I really wish it wasn't.
I know it sucks that we need to wait 2 weeks. It sucks even more that we're probably gonna have to wait maybe a year before we get a movie.
Hurts. So anything else, or should I?
I'm just really trying to find. I'm dying to find what episode or what chapter this episode is, so I know how many we have left.
Do you want me to just do some plugs, or?
No. Let's keep the discussion going. So you said you don't have any
Unless you have anything you want me to make a prediction for.
I guess I don't really know. I guess like where do you think it's all heading? Like,
well,
what do you think we could expect from like a confrontation? I guess
with Eren.
Yeah.
I feel like it would be like a fucking battlefield, I guess, and then it just like they have. I guess they have to talk it out. I guess Armin's gonna try to talk it out with like Mikasa. We'll get an Eren, and then Eren's like, "Get the fuck away from me! I told you to fuck off. The scarf is dumb. Why'd you take it away from the cancer patient?"
Cancer patient.
Like, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, there'll be some epic battles. Anybody can just like Reiner can just fucking die now. Maybe, like
Lina, you mean?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how this can possibly end, but end in a way that's going to piss off people, other than just like, oh yeah, since he still used the Founding Titan power because Zeke still went his butthole, and like you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to make the no Titans in the world now. Fuck you.
He does a Scarlet Witch.
Everybody lived happily ever after.
Eren goes back in time. I wish that no Titans ever existed ever.
I'm sorry, Mikasa. I actually loved you the entire time. And then the crowd just boos. The crowd erupts in boos.
And then Mikasa kills.
Just explodes.
she throws a thunder spear in his mouth.
She hugs him and then just guts him with a fucking thunder spear and explodes with him. Or you think that shot from Future Diaries? We're just gonna be like Mikasa instead.
Wait, which one?
The famous Yandere shot of like her holding her hands on her face with like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the world famous Yandere.
Good
shot.
Old Gasai.
Sure.
All right. Okay. I couldn't find it. I gave up. So, but yeah, we are. I mean,
I'm sure someone in the comments can probably tell you.
Yeah, I'm just so curious because like, apparently in the. There was kind of like a meme around he really wanted to end it at a certain chapter number, so that's why like there was like a lot of like focus on like, oh, it's 137, it's like the final chapter is chapter 137. So people are like mad that like I guess it wasn't like longer or something. We'll get to it.
How many fucking manga actually try to end it at a specific chapter number just to make a fucking point of something?
I don't know. I've only seen a few like videos about it, so I don't exactly know like all the thought process or editorial like background to it, but
because every long running romance or sex themed manga likes to end at 69.
That'd be funny if that was like a rule.
A weed based manga ends at chapter 420.
That'd be really funny. Be like, all right, we don't have a lot to write about, but we got to make it to chapter 420.
Part 8. I want part 9 of JoJo to end at chapter 9 because I feel like that would mean a lot.
Now that would be based. Imagine all like the freaking condensing he would have to do for the story.
I know, it'd be so good. Speed run, JoJo speed run.
Basically. All right, I think we're done.
Should we plug up the bullet wound that's in Flock's chest while he's drowned?
Yeah, plug it up.
But thank you
Save him from dying.
I'm not saving that fucking fuckboy. Thank you all very much for listening. Again, you can put some comments of any little facts or whatever.
Did you like it? I feel like people are gonna love this episode because it was just like
an action.
Yeah, Connie.
It's the popcorn flick scene of just like I'm just enjoying this.
Yeah, basically like it's like watching the Jujutsu Kaisen movie. It's just like I don't need to like
some
think
pog
about
per minutes. Or per minute moments.
Yeah, I don't have to think. I just have to pog. Like,
and then
perfect.
And you also can subscribe. I guess there's no episode next week for actual Jo-ttack, but I don't know. Maybe we'll try to sneak in something small for that fill-in.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go to do the middle school finally.
Oh my God! Yeah, that's right.
Maybe we can do that.
Oh, we should.
Apparently,
so I don't know if this is like. I think they only did that one season.
Yeah.
But I think I saw, like, because there's, like, an Attack on Titan, like, wiki Twitter that posts a lot. And I think they included, like, the 2 fucking no-name characters from Levi's backstory. Remember that red-haired girl?
Oh, my God.
I think that they're in it.
I think...
the clean guy.
I also think this show has, like, the first ever appearance of Frida.
That's hilarious.
I think I heard it has the first ever, like, official appearance of Frida in, like,
so
any
funny
anime.
Because, like... I could see it happening where the manga had shown her, and this was more recent than
Yeah.
season 1, so they were like, "Hey, let's put Frida in there."
So
Oh my god, if Frida's in, I'm gonna cry.
I don't know how like late into it she maybe appears in it, but
Oh, we'll find her.
yeah, we'll find.
Oh, we'll get her.
You'll get, ladies and gentlemen, we got her. But yeah, maybe we'll do that. You can also check out other videos like JoJo stuff, the whole JoJo magazine this month. So there'll probably be some videos in the future with some of those short stories.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna be released for us.
We're kind of waiting because we only had the whole horse chapter right at this point of recording translators. So we're kind of waiting for everything to drop before we kind of do like a magazine.
I hope that they translate the whole magazine. I would love to just read through.
I've only seen like the villain page.
Yeah.
Translated, so
I want the whole thing translated, please.
yeah.
I will not pay you, but I
will
want
not.
I mean,
Jim will pay you in kisses.
I'll pay you in kisses and hugs.
That's
And,
COVID. No, Jim, we're still in the COVID era. You gotta give him Hershey kisses.
All right, Hershey kisses and V-Bucks.
V-Bucks. Now you're talking. And you also can follow the podcast on Twitter or me and Jim separately. You can also join the Discord to talk about Attack on Titan or some other various animes and manga. And I think with that's everything.
Yep. We also got another comment recently that was like, I really enjoy the gag at the end where it's all about like how are we plugging it this week. So I hope they enjoyed plugging up Flock.
I enjoy my bit. Okay.
It's a good bit. I love it. It's funny.
I have to struggle because I never prepare for it. I just like have to think on it on the spot, or like, if I remember it shortly, if it's coming up, like, oh god, I gotta think of something.
It's funny and it's always applicable. There's something always being plugged up.
There's the bullet holes in Sam's head. That character.
I think about yourself.
Friend of Connie, Sam.
The
Samuel.
bullet hole in Reiner's head after he blows his brains out.
The holes that are filling up in Daz's fucking body from bullet wound.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about it. Daz is going to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, and
he's drowning.
Yeah. And there goes there's Dad, and there goes Daz.
Maybe the drowned god will take him and Flock.
they'll die holding hands under the water.
Aaron's gonna see it, and it's gonna be so moved that he stops.
Aaron doesn't give a shit about that.
Aaron does not give a shit. Aaron literally hates Flock, I bet.
He probably is on the stay there to keep him far away from him, because fucking fanboy, like, Mikasa's already a fucking headache enough as a fangirl, and all these Jaegers are all, like, similar, like, obsessed with him. He's must be fucking annoyed as hell by it.
Alright, how funny would it have been if, like, he recruits, like, Flock and Mikasa and just forces them to hang out all the time because he knows that they hate each other.
Like, it can literally just be like in Austin Powers, just like the Dr. Evil's like council of just like Flock is just one end, and then like Mikasa's is on the other end, and I guess Yelena can just be one of them as well.
Sure, they're all there. Yeah,
like,
damn! I'm so mad that we have to wait for the freaking ending. I just want to talk about the ending with you.
I want to know so bad. Now I have to wait another year of avoiding spoilers, which fucking sucks.
Well, if you've done it this much so far,
I know, but still, like, but who knows? And then, but hey, we got a busy year for anime to hold us over with Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Potentially. The one confirmed Season 2 though.
I know.
Shield Hero.
I don't think are we gonna do?
We're not gonna be doing. Well,
there's no.
Because we have to start Fully Cooley soon.
Yeah, we have to start Fully Cooley.
I want to do that.
We have 2 seasons that announced to this point.
Oh, we have 3 seasons of that.
No, we have 3 seasons, but 2 announced seasons as well after that.
Yes.
And so unless there is a demand for the Shield Hero. 13 episodes. Let's we just condense a spoiler cast.
Oh, it is 13 episodes. That's right.
Let's just condense it to a spoiler cast, or like split it up in like episode chunks.
If something like insane happens, like if episode 3 is like fucking crazy.
Hey, if the Pope shows up again,
I stand it.
Okay, funny story, because there was me and Jim watched the first season, and then I was on Crunchyroll and had a poll come out. I was like, "Who's your favorite character from Shield Hero?" And one of the options was just the Pope. And I just had Jim that's like, "Enter the Pope as your favorite character."
And we didn't know at the time that the Pope became like a main villain, so it was just hilarious.
Oh my god, there is a spoiler cast from forever. I think maybe that was part of Neon Cast stuff. We did a season 1.
Was that a Neon Cast?
It might have been a tail end of Neon Cast.
Did we do one for?
We did a season 1 spoiler cast for Shield Hero.
Oh my! I forget. Oh wait. Oh wait.
That was a really weird day. We didn't like record in our usual space.
Where were we?
We were like in your living room, recording it. It was really weird and random.
Oh my god! we did.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
That was damn. I felt it was longer than 2 years ago.
So it was a JOKAKAKA.
Wow.
It was not a. Here's our epic thumbnail.
With I was looking at the other with the adventures of Melty and Malty and
Smelty and Smalty.
Bitch.
This had a
Jim getting
91 views still after 2 years.
Yeah. We don't care. We had fun doing it because Jim got to be mad.
I'm gonna listen to this later.
But yeah,
just be like, wow.
If there's any demand from those 91 viewers.
All right. We plugged up fucking Daz's wound. No, Flock's wound.
No, we don't want it. We gotta plug up the fucking headless corpse that Mikasa threw at the man.
We need something really big to plug that one up.
Well, we don't need to plug it up because Mikasa plugged it up with a fucking missile.
All right, we're ending this now.
All right, we'll see you. I guess if you're just gonna catch up these episodes, we'll see you in 2 weeks then with the finale of the final season, part 2.
All right,
of Jo-ttack on Titan.
You have to promise that you're gonna enjoy it.
I can't promise you that.
That goes to everyone in the audience too. I think we'll get a good final episode. I feel like people are gonna be like, okay, the anime is good.
I'm curious to see.
We'll see how the movie is.
Because especially how the first season final season part 1 and finale was. Well, hopefully it'll be more of a better lead-in, I guess, or more feels like a finale.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
All right.
See you then.
Goodbye.